to teacher and my fellow friends. Today we are going to present assignment 3, design for people. And my name is Hao, and my teammates Chasi Sheng, Yong Jo Heng, Jaden Sun Chi Chen, Yo Chung Yin will help me to present this slide. So you can see that our SDG is the third one, good health and well-being. So we will be focusing on traffic deaths only. So it's obvious that Malaysia having trouble on calling SDG 3, especially the major challenge that caused by traffic deaths. So these are the statistics or some research that we found. So we can see that Malaysia is ranking in the top 3. Yeah. And according to these statistics, the probability of deaths on the road in our country is 22 per 1,000 people. 100,000 per people. So next, these are the 3 main factors that will causing traffic deaths. So the first is human behavior factor, and the second one is environment factor, such as like what we can say, flood or lightning. Yeah, and the third one is vehicle factor, when such as when your tire is malfunction. Yeah. So next, I will pass to Xu Sheng to proceed the presentation.
All right. Hello, guys. Okay, according to Jahar say, got 3 causing factors of traffic death, which is human behavior, and the second is environment factor, and the third is vertical factor. All right, let's go through the first one, human behavior factor first. All right, you can see that here got 5 support points to support about talking about the human behavior factor, and the first one is speeding the car. Yeah, like you drive the car very speed lah. And the second one is driving under influence, which is DUI, the short form called DUI lah. Okay, and the third is use mobile phone while driving. Yeah, while you're driving, you play the phone, later kena accidents lah. Yeah. Okay, and the fourth is drowsiness, like you're driving the car, feel asleep, or yeah, like something like that lah. And the last one is change lane without signal. When you want to change lane, without the signal, yeah, the behind your car they haven't get your signal, then boom, accidents like that. Okay, let's go to the second factors, which is environment. Okay, also got 5 support point. The first one is weather, like when you're driving, the area raining kids and dogs. The second is lightning conditions, like street light broken. Yeah, and the third is animal crossing, like wild free roaming livestock. Third is adverse road, like rural and potholes. The last one is traffic conditions. These are the 5 support points of the environment factor. The last factor is vehicle factor, like when you drive the car very speedily, right? You want to even just brake. Yeah, you can't brake, or tire failure that will causing accident or traffic death. Yeah, and also steering control malfunctions, like you drive very speed, right? You want to turn the corner, or you want to turn right or left or reverse. Yeah, you can't control because you are very speed. Yeah. Then you causing steering control malfunctions like that. All right. So these are the three factors of causing traffic death and accidents. Okay, now I will go through campaign. All right. Okay, for this campaign, we will be hosting a VR camp to raise awareness about the increasing road traffic fatality rates in Malaysia. We aim to educate participants about the consequences of speeding and reckless driving. Simultaneously, we will provide ample data reports to help everyone understand and enhance their awareness of safe driving practices. Okay, yeah, this is my explanation for campaign. Yeah, what campaign I do. In campaign, I will explain what, tell guys. Yeah, for the campaign conclusion is let you guys know our campaign how to produce like that lah. Okay, and for campaigns side I finish. I will go through solutions. For these solutions, we are creating a car VR simulations where players experience the dangers of speeding firsthand. Okay, during the gameplay, the game will give option to let player choose with their view. Based on their choice, the player will experiences different results. This aims to highlight the importance of life through immersive experiences. Yeah, that's all for our solutions. And the target audience, I will pass to Young Chok Hee to present about that. Okay. You see the
Right. Next is targeted audience. Our targeted audience are usually the youth and the adults. The reason for the youth is because they are becoming the primary group that involves in car accidents. One major issue is their lack of experience, which makes them more susceptible to errors on the road. Emotion can also heavily influence their driving behavior, leading to impulsive decision and distraction. Furthermore, the attraction to speeding amplifies the risk, making it one of the most prevalent factor contributing to accident among young drivers. Next. Oh, hold on. For my next, say next. Say next. Our objective of our goals so, is to invoke the safety driving consciousness, reduce amount of traffic death, and to alert the public. Next. And I did some VR research, and one of them is a campaign that has been made in real life, and it's called the Fatal Fall. The aim of the campaign is to give young driver what do you is to alert younger driver the danger of driving, and the young drivers are able to watch themselves on a Samsung Gear VR, getting injured, getting medical treatment, and much more. The things that will cause by an traffic accident. And the other thing is virtual therapy. I read many articles that has been written by Donald Davis, a PhD holder and a director of the Oregon Reality Lab in Portland. He is an expert in VR therapy as well, and he stated that VR therapy are benefit and can treat many mental disorder like anxiety, fear, and phobias, and the success rate are between 66% and 90%. And the other individual that has also stated that VR therapy is beneficial for us are Dr. Sarkis, a diplomat and clinical specialist in child and adolescent counseling. She has written uh, many books and wins many awards for her ability to counsel people, I guess. All right, next. Next is the sketches, and I will pass it to Jordan.
All right, so those are the sketches about the VR and VR machines. So you can see we got a model VR appearance and the VR machine feature appearance. So, first one, player definitely can wear the VR. So when the player wear the VR, VR could provide the same field of view as actual car situation. So that is like create enhance the engagement of um, experience or explode the virtual environment. Uh, yeah, the virtual environment. And in order to enhance the human senses and the experience through our games. All right, so player also can feel the motions and the inertions when they do some reactions um, on the car like when they're driving like. So those like feelings will based on the technology. So next I will go into the technology. Next patch. I'm going through the technology. So the technology called haptic feedback. So basically it provide a simulate physical feedback like vibrations, motions, force to players. So it's like create a more realistic experience in virtual environment. And I got an example. So you can see the uh, rings on the VR machine features on Sketch. So it's like when you're having a car turnover situations, the VR machine features will do the like reflect the uh, like give you feedback or reflect to you based on the your response and reactions on the when you're driving. So if you like turn over the car, the VR machine feature will just turn over to let you what's the feeling of turn over the car. So it's important to enhance active awareness about road hazards. And next page is next page is going about the storyboards. Next page, yes. And upon entering the games, player will able to choose two options, which is speeding and not speeding. So based on the player choice, that will lead them to face different consequences. So first one, we got speeding right here. So when you choose these options, you may have the risk to lose control of your car and or having the car collection. So it may increase the risking failure of your when you're driving. So even though you respond or reaction in real times to let successfully avoid the corrections, but what the emotions and the feelings after you experience this. So you might feel shock or fears and like just realize that you almost dead just now. So those emotion and feelings is also a key point that we want to present to our players to enhance the awareness definitely. And the second one is not speedings. So uh, we just the games system will provide different scenarios to let the player face unexpected road behavior and conditions. So basically, when you choose the not speeding options, is like to train your uh, quick reactions and response skill when you're driving on the road to like encounter those sudden change. So next part I will pass to the Jaden to explain about the scoring and the game sim. Yes.
Okay, so after that, regardless of which mode is chosen, there will be a scoring mechanism that evaluates the player's performance. Serious car accident. If the players get into a serious car accident resulting in the game character's death, the score will continuously decrease until it reaches zero, resulting in a game over. Non-fatal car accident. If the players get into a car accident but the game's character survives, the players proceeds to a counter phase. The players lower will argue on behalf of the players based on their score and performance in the game. The final verdict will be determined by the judge. Vehicle damage or traffic violations. Any damage to the vehicle or violations of traffic rules will result in deductions from the player score. The final judgment will be made by the game judge based on these deductions. Real life consequence for losing trail. If the player loses the game due to a verdict in the counter phase, they will face in real life consequences. Example include being subjected to practical punishment like electric shocks or getting sprayed with water. A scoring mechanism adds depth to the gameplay experience by introducing consequences for the player's actions, both within the game and potentially in real life. It emphasized the importance of safe driving and responsible behavior on the road. Next. So now is game scenes explanation. So here is the game in game scene. Upon entering the game, players are presented with two buttons, no speeding and speeding. Each choice carries different consequences, so players must choose carefully. Additionally, in the rearview mirror, your driving speed is displayed. If players choose the no speeding button, they must pay attention to their speed to avoid car accidents. Furthermore, on the top right side of the screen, there is a scoring display. Players also need to concentrate to avoid damaging the car or violating route rules, which could decrease the score. Next. After players choose the no speeding button, the game will present them with random events. Once the system selects a random event, a warning sign will be displayed to alert players. For example, one event could be encountering potholes. As we know, the traffic rules in Malaysia are often bumpy and ripped with potholes. Including this event in the game can provide players with experience in dealing with such issues. Next. The route will feature several potholes, and players must navigate carefully to avoid getting the car stuck in them and to prevent damage to the vehicle. Driving slowly is crucial to avoid damaging the car. If players do not slow down the car or simply speed up to try to pass over the potholes, the car may be destroyed or may flip over. Thus, this event also serves as a test of players' steering control skill. Yes. The second example is the heavy rain event. Weather conditions are also factors that often cause car accidents. Many people face heavy rain while driving and simply ignore it, refusing to slow down the car speed. Instead, they feel irritated and increase their car speed, which can lead to serious accidents. So I hope this event can make people aware of how serious an accident it is when you speed in heavy rain. So the screen will start to blur, making it a bit harder to control your steering because the road will become slipperier. Players need to slow down the car speed and don't forget to press the wipers button to make your vision clearer. If the players do not slow down the car or keep increasing the car speed in heavy rain, the car may skid and hit other cars. After players choose the speeding button, the car speed will automatically increase and traffic on the road will become denser and denser, making it difficult for players to control the speed themselves. For example, the brakes may fail, meaning they can only control the steering. Here are some example results. Players may experience crashing and overturning. If they encounter this serious accident, the game will end directly. The main reason why for wanting to create this option is to generate tension and allow players to experience the feeling of being close to death in accidents, realizing that driving should not be treated as an entertainment facility, but rather as an activity that requires vigilance and focus.
So in conclusion, we human is the most trouble thing. So we have unlimited. So in games we have unlimited chance to try again, but in real life we only get one shot. Whether we are speeding or not, the risk of a fatal traffic accident still remains. So it is important to at least have a consciousness of safety driving to avoid traffic that's caused by we human behavior. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
知道你有没有？